He's going to cross the $30,000 month, has 3 to 4 employees, fully out the business.
I couldn't even pay my $348 car payment. I had sold all my music equipment just to pay my car payment so I could Uber. In my first month, I had a $1,200 day. In my second month, I had a $4,000 a week. It was so good that there were some months where I could just barely, I'd say at least $70,000.
How much did we spend on ads?
I think like about 6,500, to the point now where I have guys that have children that work for me. And now these guys rely on me.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan, owner, founder, CEO of Rocket Detail. Today I'm here with one of my good long-term clients, Josiah, Leone's Auto Spa, or Lion Let's Mobile Detail. They're out of Atlanta, Georgia, they're in the Marietta area. They're here today to share quickly about how he was able to go from detailing less than $1,000 a month. It was a part-time side hustle. I think you were driving Uber. He's going to cross the $30,000 month, has 3 to 4 employees, fully out the business. Absolutely crushing it, absolute beast of a client. So they're here today to share how they did that. Everybody, welcome on Josiah Leone.
Yeah, man. Just work hard, man. You set the ads up for me. The rest was history. As soon as the ads went up within the first week, I think the trial took just a little bit longer. But as soon as that 10, 12 day mark, I didn't work 10 or 12 days. I booked, I think, $1,200 worth of jobs within the first 10 or 12 days. And I worked about 3 or 4 days. And then after that second week, it just exploded. Like in my first month, I had a $1,200 day. In my second month, I had a $4,000 week, and that was it. I had people with 4, 5, 6 cars hitting me up. I was dumbfounded. I went from absolutely dirt broke, to able to buy all the equipment I want, buy the van I wanted. I had bought a truck. I got rid of the truck. I was like, I want a van, so I got a van. And yeah, I mean, it's the power of paid advertising and a good team behind you, and that's it, man.
Beautiful, man. Love it. Well, just give context, right? Yeah, what's your name, where you live, what do you do, etc. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Josiah Leone. I live in Metro Atlanta area in Georgia, and I own a detailing business, and now I have 3 employees full-time, bringing on my 4th guy. And I mean, just focused on detailing, focused on cleaning the cars. And
what was the big problem you were dealing with before joining the program?
No one knew who I was. And then instantly, just like that, like I had left and right people hitting me up asking for details. I didn't have to go and chase anyone. I didn't have to ask anyone to clean their car. They came to me. I told them how much it was going to be. They already knew how much it was going to be because of the ad. And that's it. The rest is history. You put the thing up, you go fulfill the jobs. That's it. As long as you work hard and you have a good attitude and you don't give up. Of course, it's the game of paid advertising. You're going to have one day that looks amazing, and then the next day might not look amazing. But consistently, when I was by myself, I was doing 8, 10 cars a week, hitting $2,000 a week, $8,000 a month. I actually looked back recently at my statements. In November, I hit $10,000, and we start. What month did we start? Like September. 2
months later.
2 months later, I hit a $9,700 month. Wasn't even really paying that much in ads. I was paying like 30 or 40 bucks a day, and that was more than enough.
How much do you estimate Rocket Detailer has generated you in sales since we started 8 months ago or 9 months ago?
It was so good that there were some months where I could just barely work. So some months I would just make like $4,000 or something, but I'd say at least $70,000.
Nice. And how much did we spend on ads? Do you know? I checked. I think it's like 4 or 5K. So
yeah,
I think in like six or $7,000.
About 6,500.
Okay, got it.
$500 on a 10 times multiplier. No complaints.
Awesome. Yeah, no, for sure. What did you love the most about the program? Why did it work so well for you?
It worked well because I went out and got after it. That's why it worked well. The thing I like most about it is that I got to say how much the price was, and then I realized that, oh man, if I have a base price of $200, that means I can upsell from there. So I would do 1 car a day, most of the week at $300+, And then, I would do 2 cars one day, and then, like, it enables you to not really have to work that much, but you can still make, $8,000 a month. And at that point, that became a standard for me. I knew right away that I was gonna be able to have a lot of success with it, like, right away. And you had told me, the ads might take whatever. You'll see a lead in the first day for sure. And, whatever, took a couple days to cook, but once it cooked up, that was it. I remember landing my first job with 5 or 6 cars, and that confirmed to me right there. When I walked away in my first or second month, I believe that was my first month. I still remember the guy's name, Gregory Higgins. It just always stuck with me. I remember getting paid that day and being like, holy shit, like, holy shit, like, what in the world? And then, like I said, the second month, I had hit a week where I did over $4,000 in sales. I believe it was like 4,250 to be exact. Uh, and it just confirmed everything to me. I just knew right away, if I just keep working hard and I keep scaling the ads, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Obviously, obviously as well, right? Like you said, you went out, you got after it, you're hungry, you're a smart guy, you're driven, right? You're
Yeah.
coming to work. Super great client. So what were your results from joining the program? So you said so like, let's talk about what was the situation before. Go back. Everyone has the beginning of their journey, right? Obviously, it's cool to share it as well because you can reflect back to where you are now. What was the very beginning of your journey? Where were you right when this business started? Right before you took off with this?
Dead broke. Ubering, not, I couldn't even pay my $348 car payment. I remember having to like sell stuff. Like, I had sold all my music equipment, like, just to pay my car payment so I could Uber, and broke, like dirt broke. I couldn't take my girl on a nice date. She would get in the car with me and come Uber with me. A real one.
That's a keeper.
Yeah, a real one. And then all of a sudden, as soon as we started running the ads, like I said, I realized that I didn't have to be broke anymore. I just needed that thing, like that right thing. I just needed the thing in front of me. Once I got the thing in front of me, and, full transparency, I was extremely depressed. I didn't have any rhyme or reason for life. When you have a woman in your life and you can't take care of her, there's almost no purpose at all. But this gave me purpose, and it gave me a reason to get up, and it gave me a reason to have drive and passion towards my craft, and towards my career. And we've built to the point now where I have guys that have children that work for me, and now
Wow.
these guys rely on me to make sure that they have work. And it's super simple formula. Scale the ad spend, do more jobs. That was it.
Beautiful. Love it. How has your life personally changed since getting these results? Just you, maybe outside the money. Like, what's changed about your life since getting these results with your business, finding the success?
I have money to invest in whatever I want. I have money to make, it's gotten to the point where my personal life, my time doesn't necessarily equal money anymore, where now other guys are doing the details and I just pay for the ads. And that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? My money is making me money to where now I don't have to. I cleaned 2 cars this week and made over $4,000. Can't complain about anything. That's it.
Talk about your situation. I think you were living at home before, right?
Living with my parents, like I said, couldn't pay my car payment, couldn't do anything. Full transparency, I was just totally depressed, didn't want to be here anymore. Uh, and now I'm married and I have an apartment, and I can take my girl out to dinner whenever I want. I can
Yes, sir.
pay for wherever we want to go to eat. I can give her money for what she wants. Complete 360, total 360, completely just.
Beautiful.
And I'm
How was it changed? How was it changed? Like who you were as a person, maybe how you felt about yourself, your identity. Where were you before, and where are you now? Like, did you think it would happen this quick? Just remember, just 9, 10 months ago, I think you were driving Uber. Yeah, 10 months, 8, 9, 10 months ago, right? Did you think it would happen so quick? Or how's your identity changed now? Talk about that.
I've just realized how successful I can be. It unlocked something inside of me that was there before, but I just needed that thing. And once that thing got in front of me, the rest was history. I just wanted to clean cars. you know? And then I realized I was cleaning at an apartment, at an enclosed apartment complex in a parking garage. And a guy named Devin Wilson, who worked at that apartment complex, was walking out to leave work. He's the head maintenance guy there. And he saw me on my hands and knees, like scrubbing the floor mats. And he was like, this guy's scrubbing the floor mats on his hands and knees like a young guy. Like, certainly it's his business. And then he just got in his truck and then was like, man, I got to talk to this guy. And then turned around and came and talked to me. And that right there showed me that, I have what it takes to inspire other people too. And I mean, my identity is completely 360 too. I've realized what I'm capable of. I've realized how far I can go. I've realized that it was inside of me before, but I just needed I needed that little spark. And, Rocket Detail literally changed the game for me. I mean, totally changed the game. I was dirt broke and now I'm definitely not dirt broke. And now I get to pay my guys, you know, 1,200, 1,500, 1,800, $2,000 a week, and we're blown up. We're
That's awesome.
getting amazing reviews, focusing on quality control and making sure everyone's doing a good job. No one's slacking off. Everybody wants to work hard and they make good money. I make good money. No complaints.
That's awesome. Okay, boom. Where do you think you would be today if you hadn't joined the program?
Probably either still on the search for that one opportunity or still doing preschool buses. Who the hell wants to clean a preschool bus every month? I would still probably be trying to knock doors, or beg friends and family members to let me clean it for free and then hope for a tip. Actually, it's funny. One of the first people that I charged $135 for works for me now. Before I started ads with you, I, I had cleaned a car for free. Then it was $40. Then it was $80. And then I remember, you know, my buddy hit me up being like, hey man, I want my car clean. And I was like, all right, man, I'll do it inside and out for $135. Charged him $135. And 10 months later, he works for me.
Man, that must feel insane to reflect back on that. How does that feel? Like, you ever sit there, you're just like, how far have I came? You're just like, wow, this guy used to work. Now you're making money at home. The detailing business is automated. Doing 30, that you're on track to do 30,000 this month, which is fucking great. I'm so happy for you. You're killing it. That's awesome. Man, that must be a crazy reflection, no?
Yeah, less than a year. 10 months.
10 months. 10 months, baby. 10 months you went from driving Uber with your wife to now, yeah, I have 30,000 a month married.
10 months ago, I went from driving Uber and now I have a Tesla and can pretty much pay for whatever I want.
Oh, you got a Tesla?
Yeah.
Nice. Do you like it? Nice, nice. Cool. All right, man. Imagine there was someone watching this right now. They were on the fence about booking a call, speak with me about the program, join the program, do the program. Yeah, they're on the fence about the investment. What would you say to them?
Book the call. If you don't live in a good area, be willing to drive, and that's it. Get after it, book the call, put the ads up, clean the cars, make the money. Hire people, make them clean the cars. That's it. Grow the business. Book the call.
Cool. Awesome. I appreciate it.